What's up you guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today is a really big milestone video for several reasons. One, because it's been officially 1 year since I first launched this channel. So I wanted to have a quick touch base with you guys, answer a few questions that you sent my way via my Instagram, sam.cushing. Secondly, I literally just this morning received in the mail something very special. The iconic, ta-da, YouTube plaque. How exciting. Thank you guys, we did it. Presented to Sam Cushing for passing 100,000 subscribers. A little bit late because this was, I think we passed that milestone maybe like 6 months ago. Thank you so much to those of you who follow me, and for those of you who have really supported me throughout this journey. It truly means the world to me. Secondly, I really wanted to ask, and will always continue to do so, for your feedback. Please let me know, how am I doing? What sort of content do you like to see? What don't you like to see? So please let me know down in the comment section. So with that, let's just get right into it. I'm gonna answer a few questions that you guys sent. Do you ever think you're going to cut your hair yourself again? Also, I love the beard. Probably, yeah. Honestly, it was just a product of convenience during quarantine, just to let it grow out. It's definitely a lot longer than it used to be a year ago when I first started this channel. It looks like crazy right now, hence the hat. I decided I might try and switch it up, and then same thing with the beard. I've never grown out a beard in my life before. Do you guys think I should keep the beard? Should I remove it? Should I keep the long hair? Should I go back to short? Which do you prefer? Wes asks, Sam, how do you always stay so positive? You're always seemingly so well put together. Well, I don't know about right now. I literally just worked out and threw on this hat. I mean, here's the reality, you guys. Thank you. I'll definitely take that as a compliment, and I appreciate it. I feel like in having a platform, it's a bit of my duty to inject a bit of positivity, especially in 2020, which is a bit of a dark time. So yeah, a lot of the content, a lot of the the videos that I put out, I try to be a little bit more upbeat. But I am 1000% human. I go through some really rough times as well. I just might not choose to put them on camera all the time because I don't want to bring you down as well. Do you have a list of Spotify playlists you can share with us? Yes, I'll link it down below. Your zodiac sign. I believe I'm an Aries, but I really don't follow that stuff that much. All right, Sandkit asks, are you dating somebody? I'll leave that one a mystery. Andres, do you still love Chromatica? Of course, that is the type of album, it's like a fine wine, it only gets better with time. Alright, do you ever eat junk food? I want to be in perfect shape like you and eat like an elephant. Well, first of all, I am not in perfect shape. My body is a constant journey and a struggle for me. Secondly, yes, kind of going along with the earlier point that, don't let social media fool you. I feel like everybody has to allow themselves a few cheat days. And for me, that cheat day would entail me going to get a what would I get? I would get a McDonald's, I would get a double quarter pounder with cheese, no onions. Q asks, do you feel a lot of pressure to constantly create content? Is it stressful? This is part of what I do full time. So, and this is, part of how I earn an income. So I in some respects, like it is something that I know that I have to get done, but at the same time, no. I mean, at the end of the day, like I get to hang out with you guys, I get to make videos, I'm doing what I love. Like I love to talk about fitness and wellness and, back in the day, pre-COVID, traveling. I love to show you guys my music. These are things that I really enjoy doing, so I'm really just blessed and fortunate that I can share those with you all. And yeah, and like you guys are such a friendly, truly, I would say YouTube more than any. Like you guys are such a friendly, loving community and have been so supportive of me. So I just wake up and I'm really grateful for that. Adrian asks, what's one surprising fact we may not know about you? Que hablo español, that I speak Spanish. Does Circa have any apartments on sale or all just for renting? Yeah, so right now, you guys, if you haven't been brought up to speed, this is my apartment for these 3 months. It's this beautiful building called Circa in downtown LA. To answer your question, they're all just for rent. But I'll include their link down below in case you'd actually like to get in touch with the leasing office and come be my neighbor. Hey Sam, I'm a big fan. Do you have any type of diet for muscle building? Thanks. I would say that my diet as it relates to muscle building has really evolved over the past few years. Back in the day, I was obsessed with only eating chicken, whey protein shakes, 5 eggs in the morning. Like it was really intense. However, in recent times and in recent research, I think that as Americans, we tend to overconsume protein. And I think that it's a myth that was projected on us by those industries. I recently, just to open up, I had to see a nephrologist, a kidney doctor, because my kidney functions were a bit out of whack. And they hypothesized that the reason being is because I was consuming too much protein and it was taking a toll on my kidneys. I took a few month hiatus. I scaled back. I didn't completely remove protein, but I scaled back on it significantly to about like 80 grams a day. And quite frankly, I did not notice a significant drop in muscle. And when I went back, my kidney function 2 months later was back in check, back in normal range. So that was a huge wake up moment for me. So that's a switch that I've been trying to make, is not having protein in inadequate amounts throughout the day, but not overloading my body in one setting with protein, and specifically trying to scale back on animal-based proteins. I think that plant-based protein is just as good for our bodies, and it's much more sustainable for the environment. Dream car, okay, this is a bit of a superficial one, but if I were rich, which I'm not, I would buy a Range Rover. Any tips on deciding to leave PwC? Currently thinking about a change in careers. Yes, well, I encourage you to check out my video titled, I Quit My Job and Moved Abroad. One piece of advice that somebody gave to me that I found to be really helpful is to set a few objectives in terms of where you want to be and specifically how you want to feel later on in life. And from there, you can begin to reverse engineer and backtrack and set tasks at earlier phases in your life to achieve that ultimate goal. What's your favorite number to set in the thermostat whenever I use the AC? I run really hot, so I would say I like it around like 70, 71, and then when I sleep, maybe like 68, 69, so I can snuggle up beneath the blankets. Blue Eyes asks me, what do you work as? When I left my job as a consultant previously, I knew that I wanted to marry two things. One, the social media presence, which we've all created together, and two, my marketing background. So what I do now is really twofold. First and foremost, I'll consult with different brands on their digital marketing strategy from like an overarching perspective. So for example, the building that I'm staying in right now, I'm helping support some of their digital marketing efforts. Secondly, and more forward-facing, I work with different brands to help co-develop advertising campaigns for them. And as a part of that, I'll create content for them. So as you guys see, I'll do a lot of sponsored content on both my YouTube channel and on my Instagram. And as I've told you guys before, like I make a commitment to never endorse brands that I don't believe in, that I haven't tried, or whose missions I don't stand by. There are plenty of brands that you guys might not see because I just quite frankly I just didn't like the product, I didn't believe in it, I didn't feel like it was a value add to share with you guys. Okay, do you believe in God? I believe in something bigger than myself. Okay, you are truly inspiring. I battled anxiety and depression my whole life. You are awesome. Thank you. Thank you. And I really mean this when I say I am right there by your side. Like, I have been there, I feel it. It's not depression and anxiety do not discriminate. And like I've said in my other videos, it does get better. Can you say happy birthday to my friend? He's a big fan of yours. Happy birthday. How did you make a perfect chest? Help your fans to make the same, please. I have this condition called pectus excavatum, where basically like my chest, it like kind of goes inwards, like my rib cage literally goes inwards. So I, for my whole life, as long as I can remember, was always so self-conscious. You know, every time I go to the beach, every time I change the locker room, I was so self-conscious of this. And you know, like my peers back when I was younger would think it was funny. Back in college, girls would like take shots out of there. And I remember one girl in particular, she had a bowl of cereal out of there. Like that's how like, you know, deep this thing goes. And it's just so funny, like I spent so much time trying to overcompensate for that, and I've just done so many push-ups, I can't even tell you how many, in order to build the muscle up to kind of balance it out so you can't notice it as much. So it's interesting when I see those comments of like chest appreciation, because it's like the very thing that I used to be so self-conscious of. So don't judge a book by its cover, but thank you, I appreciate that. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for sticking with me for an entire year. I can't believe this whole year, like this has been such a bizarre year. I can't believe it's already been a year, like that's wild to me. And thank you so much for making this hugely emblematic plaque arrive at my door. I literally would not be holding this if it wasn't for you watching this. Like, do you realize that? Like, I wouldn't be here. Like, I wouldn't be here in this place. I wouldn't be here with this plaque. I wouldn't be doing so many things if it wasn't for you. Literally you, like you watching this. So thank you. I will never, ever, ever, ever forget that. I promise you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Cheers, and here's to the next year. I love you guys so much. Ciao, nos vemos. Stay healthy and stay well.